This broadcast is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola of Tupelo, Davis Ford, Family Pharmacy of Fulton, First American National Bank, First National Bank Pontotoc, Itawamba Loans, Jesco Incorporated, McDonald's of Monroe, Chickasaw, Lee, and Pontotoc Counties, Mid-South Fine Printers, Peppers at Crosstown in Tupelo, Rehab at Work, RJ's Eatery, State Farm Agent Rich Potter in Tupelo, and Trustmark Bank.
Welcome back to ICC football with head coach John Williams. At halftime, we're down 23-21. What did you and the coaching staff say to our players here in this locker room at half?
Well, basically, we just went back to the drawing board and said, hey, we need to get the momentum back, and there were some things that we needed to adjust defensively and some things that we needed to adjust offensively, and we made those adjustments. Defensively, we were giving them the middle of the field, and giving them passing lanes, and, we just had to get our linebackers to get better drops and just play with a little bit more awareness. Offensively, we just had to make some adjustments up front and with some blocking schemes, which we felt like we did, But the main thing was we just needed to get the momentum back. We were up on 21-6, and when we're up, 21-6, we can't let them off the hook, and just kind of felt like if we could ever get the momentum back, we'd be okay.
Well, let's go right to our second half highlights, brought to you by the McDonald's of Monroe, Chickasaw, Lee, and Pontotoc counties. And once again, the McDonald's of those four counties are title sponsor for our school record 70 athletic broadcasts this year, including all of ICC football. Hines would score first in the third quarter, and it was once again their fine quarterback Shepard finding their backup quarterback Dion Anthony. You can tell that guy's got some athleticism. A 23-yard strike, Williams' extra point, made it 30-21 in favor of Hines. And then electricity in a little bottle. His name, William Green, out of Shannon High School, the sophomore. Looks like he is hit on this kickoff return around the 40 or so yard line, and then he just emerged, Coach. 91 yards later, he scored an electrifying kickoff return for 6 for the good guys.
I tell you, William Green, we call him Toot, Little Toot, and I tell you, he is electric. Anytime he touches the ball, he's a threat. And we got him back in there as a returner, and he's so small he just disappears amongst the crowd, and next thing you know, he shoots out of there. So we kind of thought they were about to blow the whistle, and all of a sudden he just comes out of the pile and he's out of there. So he's a fun football player to watch.
Well, Goodwin's extra point after that touchdown on the kickoff returned by Green made it 30-28, but then Hines comes right back. They counterpunch late in the third quarter with 2.5 minutes left. Willis again, this time from 23 yards out, but once again they fail on the conversion, and the score is 36-28. Then in the fourth quarter we get a nice little drive going, but it stalls. But Goodwin kicks a 28-yard field goal, and we're back right in this one with 14:49 left in the ball game, Coach. It was 36-31.
Yeah, at that point we really felt like offensively we could bounce back. We had blocked the kick, and felt like we could score and get back on top, and still just searching for that momentum, to carry us to the end.
Unfortunately, Hines would score a couple more touchdowns, and then, of course, late in the game, they force a fumble, they recover it, they scoot in from 7 yards out, and that made the final score of 52-31. And those are your second half highlights, brought to you by the McDonald's of Monroe, Chickasaw, Lee, and Pontotoc counties. After the game, your thoughts? I know you talked with the team.
Well, the biggest thing, I really thought, ICC beat ICC. I thought we were our biggest enemy, and when you look back, we gave them 9 points. We give them 2 points off of safety, and then we fumble the ball, after a big hit by them, and they scoop and score. So we gave them some points, and we gave them a short field to work with. So, we were our biggest enemy. And, looking back at the tape and reviewing it and grading it, and the things that we did wrong were easily adjustable, and our problems are fixable. So we're chomping at the bit to see how much improvement we can make between week 1 and 2. The thing I'm encouraged by is the past couple of years offensively we've been stagnant, and last night Thursday night we really came out and established ourselves offensively. And one of our main goals coming into this year was we want to have an identity on offense. We want to have something that we do. It's what we do, and we do it well. And I think we're on our way to establishing ourselves. We've got a lot of improvement to do. We've got a lot of room for improvement, and we as a staff and as a team look forward to moving forward and continuing to correct our mistakes and get better.
Look forward to that. And of course, the game coming up will be against nationally ranked Pearl River. We'll talk more about that in our 4th segment, but coming up, we got to hand out a bunch of awards, some individual plays, some team play, all that coming up on our next segment of Inside ICC Football with head coach John Williams. But first, another trivia question, this time to win some free goodies from Chick-fil-A at the Thompson Square location in Tupelo, free milkshake and some chicken minis. If you get the correct answer to this trivia question, can you name the former ICC 2 sports star? Not only was he a consensus first-team All-American in football after he led the nation in receiving, but he was also a pretty good baseball player. And this past week, he was brought up to the majors by the Tampa Bay Rays. If you have the answer to that question, we're looking for who that man is. Call my office at 862-8274, and the first correct answer gets some free Chick-fil-A goodies from the Thompson Square location in Tupelo. More with ICC Football with John Williams right after this.